Hello everyone, so today I'm gonna be doing a video because I haven't done something true crime in like way too long. Also, no, I didn't go to like an event or anything. I just wanted to do this with my makeup today because I got this awesome new shirt, got it at a market, and the woman who gave it to me like handmade it. What we're gonna be doing today is I'm gonna be showing you all my true crime books because I know I have a decent amount of people who follow me who are into that kind of stuff like I am, and I haven't really made a true crime video in a hot minute, and that is literally because, guys, I wasn't fixated on it. I'm sorry. Usually I am. I don't know what happened. I think I watched one episode of Shameless and spiraled back down that, but I'm back into my Columbine fixation. Yay. Yeah, look at the makeup. This is red. It doesn't look red because of the camera. So I'm showing all these off. I have quite a bit of them. Also, before I even say anything, because I feel like I always have to say it because people are stupid, I don't idolize murderers. Even though I am in the TTC, I do not idolize them. I do not support what they did. I do not agree with their actions. I'm just simply here to research them and sometimes feel bad. That's pretty much it. That's actually what most of the TCC is, but people are stupid and think we all want to snipe everybody out that we see. That's actually like a minority. Sorry, I just want to say that because like the TCC has gotten popular randomly for some reason, and I've been in it since 2022, so like 4 years, and I don't know why. It might have been because the I don't even know actually. I think it was between the TCC editing style becoming popular, then those two bitches in my state that decided, let's bring back Lanza, which, oh my god. Yeah, no, he can stay gone. Why would you bring back a guy who wanted to die? And then that one San Diego thing happened, and then Samantha Rupnow happened, and then Solomon Henderson happened, and then Colt Gray happened, and then everybody just started losing their minds. Don't ask me to make anything about those three people. So let's go ahead and start looking through my books. I don't want to go on a rant because then I would have never shut up about it. Also, if you have been asking me about the video I said I was going to make about Eric and Dylan and the mental stuff, I am still going to make it, but I need to redo them because I hated the first one I made, and I was going to split it up into 2 parts because there's just so much for Dylan that it's really hard to fit Eric in. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started, I guess. I'll tell you a little bit about these books and what the cases are. So the first one, I just want to get it out of the way because I hate this book and I never wanted to look at it again, but I spent all my money on it when I first got into Columbine, so yay! Fuck this book. Dave Cullen, I hope you burn in hell. This is the first book. This is called Columbine by Dave Cullen. Do not buy this book. It is so bad. I see people cite it as a source for Columbine all the time. Absolutely not. You can't write an informational book and then have a bias towards one of the murderers. Because if you read this book, you can tell this man has a bias towards Dylan. By bias, I mean he feels bad for Dylan and thinks Dylan was a victim. Thanks, Dave Cullen, for pushing a untrue narrative. He was not a victim. But it's really weird. It feels like I'm reading a Dylan fan fiction whenever I read this book, so it's a shame because it could have been really good. But too bad Dave Cullen's also immature, and if you call him out on his bullshit, he's like,
actually, I spoke to the people involved, and they said this, and this.
But yeah, this book is so bad. Do not read this book. Next. I gotta move these to the side. Okay, next one, Walking in Daniel's Shoes. This is about one of the Columbine victims. I have a lot of books about the victims too. I think they're very, very, very interesting as well, especially Cassie Bernal and Rachel Scott. But mostly Cassie because she was literally gonna do the same thing Eric and Dylan did, just not to the extent. This book is really good. It's really sad. It was written by his father, and it kind of talks about, you know, the day it happened, how he reacted, how everybody else reacted, but it tells you all about Daniel, and I really like it. This book is good. I like it. Obviously, if you don't care about the victims, which, how are you not interested in them? I'm sorry, that group of people is some of the most interesting people I read about. So like, how are you just not interested in them? I understand if you want to read about Rachel Scott's Jesus journey for the 50th time because like, holy shit. This next one I have mixed feelings about as well. And you're going to see why when I tell you who wrote it. No Easy Answers by Brooks Brown. And if you've watched videos I made, I don't like Brooks Brown. I think he's a liar. I have heard Brooks say some things that I actually really like. Someone asked him once about like Dylan or something like, how do you feel about all these people who fangirl over Dylan? And he's like, that man was not who they think he is. And you know what, Brooks? You're right. He was deranged. Dylan fans are a different breed of human being. So this book actually, it's actually kind of decent. I actually thrifted this somehow. This book has pretty good information, especially about Dylan, because obviously he was closer with Dylan because Eric wanted him skinned in the streets for some reason. Bro, what was with Eric? Hear me out. Everyone's like, Eric was a sociopath. Eric was a psychopath. Nah, that bitch was borderline as hell. What the hell was going on with him? Think about it for more than 5 minutes. You can see them in the fucking cover. Why is Dylan like in the side? Whatever. I do think it has good information, obviously, because one of their friends wrote it, but don't take everything he says with 100% certainty because that whole family's known to just make up bullshit. Oh, actually, Eric, he killed Dylan. And then he'll be like, do you actually think Eric cared about Dylan? I think so. This is my favorite book relating to Columbine. If y'all ever ask me what book I recommend for Columbine, this is going to be the first book I am going to recommend you. There's one thing I don't like about it, but we will talk about it. Columbine by Jeff, I think Cass is how you say his last name. He is a news reporter slash like journalist. He had been following Columbine since it happened. He has like everything in here, and even though like little bits of information where I'm like, they're probably not gonna include that in a Columbine book. No, they're in here. The one thing I don't like is that this is gonna be in every Columbine book you ever fucking read, and that is the sad part because no one wants to actually look up anything about him. Yeah, it kind of mentions Eric being a psychopath, which he's not. Everyone's gonna mention it because they don't want to bother researching what a psychopath is and don't even look into who he was besides the murder part. This book is so good. I actually loved reading this book. But yes, I recommend this book. It is one of my favorites, disregarding the Eric psychopath shit. But it actually is really good because it does talk about how Dylan was an asshole, which I like a lot, obviously, because I fucking hate him. The journals of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. I don't know how you wouldn't like this book. Like, I don't know. It's just their journals. It does have a translation because they write like they write like the Egyptians. Might as well write in hieroglyphics, Dylan. All right, next book. I have mixed feelings about it. Rachel's Tears. So this was written by her dad. It's about her, obviously her life. I think this book could have been better. Here's the issue with Rachel Scott. They really still think she's a martyr. She's not. She was not martyred for shit. They literally did not target her because she was a Christian. They targeted her because she was the first one they fucking saw. Besides Brooks Brown, allegedly. Eric, yeah, he let me go. And then he's like, maybe in those last moments, Eric liked me. No, Brooks, it's because you want to ruin the fucking plan, you idiot. Also, I don't think Dylan would have liked him killing his friend very much, considering Dylan had to break up fights between them multiple times. Oh, imagine that. Oh my god. Imagine Dylan being like, stop, guys, this isn't you. But yeah, this book, I think could have been better. I like reading about Rachel Scott, but I don't like the whole, she was killed for believing in God, when she wasn't. She just happened to be Christian. Multiple people there were Christian. They weren't killed for being Christian. The only person I think they genuinely targeted for a certain reason was Isaiah. This book I thrifted, so it's decent though if you want to know about Rachel, but whatever. This is the journals of Rachel Scott. So this is like the stuff she actually wrote in her journals. And I think it's kind of cool because they have spots where you can reflect on your own feelings, which I think I did. Okay, when I was saving that portion of the video, Snapchat said, do you want to use the song Mommy Is Here? And no, I do not. I don't think I want to use the song Mommy Is Here. That's fucking weird. But yeah, this book is pretty decent. It's just her journals. They add some monologue, but I didn't read it. Okay, the next one, The Martyrs of Columbine. I actually have not read this one 100% yet, so I don't want to give my full opinion on it. Ooh, ASMR. So this book is about Cassie and Rachel and how they were dubbed martyrs. So far, it's decent. Again, I don't know. I didn't finish it. I need to finish this book. Next, Rachel Smiles, The Spiritual Legacy of Columbine Martyr Rachel Scott. Already from the title, you know I'm going to say something. This is another book written by her goddamn dad. Dude, how many do we need? Rachel's dad versus not profiting off her death. This book, I did read it. Again, they think she's a martyr. She's not. She didn't get martyred, but whatever. This book, though, is decent if you want to know about Rachel, but I don't like the martyr shit, so it's not going to get that high of a score. So this book was released, I'm actually going to give her credit. This book was released before the martyring was debunked. This was a genuine thought of, she is a martyr, she's not, and I think she admits this now. My friend Gianna actually like knows her mother. So this is, She Said Yes, about Cassie Bernal. This book was written by her mom. It's actually pretty good. I actually really enjoyed reading this. It's a short read. Obviously, it does talk about faith a lot, but it's because of that. I don't like Christianity, but that's my personal preference. I will read books about Christians, though. Where's the rest of the Columbine books? Where the hell is it? Oh no. Where did I put A Mother's Reckoning? Okay, well, since I can't find it, wait. I had more books over here. I found it. I'm so sorry. I just like went on a searching spree. So this book is one of the other books I really like about Columbine. I have a few issues. And somebody actually did ask me this in my Google Forms questions. So this is kind of an answer. This is A Mother's Reckoning by Sue Klebold. So this is Dylan Klebold's mother. Dylan Klebold was one of the shooters who people think was like dragged into this by devious devil Eric. I literally saw someone once say like, Eric Harris is one of the most evil people I've ever read about. What are you talking about? I would say Hitler's probably worse than an 18-year-old with a firearm. But yeah, sure, I mean, fuck. I actually think it's pretty decent for the most part. I have issues. If you want to know about Dylan, definitely buy this book. But here's my issue with this book. My biggest issue with this book is a genuine one. It is that somehow over 20 years later, Dylan's mother is still in denial that he's a murderer, and that is concerning. I hate anyone who knew Dylan Klebold simply because they're just like, I still don't think he could do it. Well, he was walking through the school laughing and chuckling doing it. So here's my issue with a lot of people involved in Columbine that knew Dylan and not Eric. The whole Eric manipulator thing literally just came from the fact that people who knew Dylan couldn't cope with the fact that the guy who they thought was pretty decent killed people, so they blamed it on someone else, and that's called denial. And then it spread, and then everyone genuinely believed Eric Harris was behind it when actually Dylan planned it. How do you not know that after so many years? So here's the issue I have with Sue Klebold, and she does this a lot. One, it's a lot of poor me. I didn't know anything. I didn't notice anything. And then the man was literally like drinking and losing a lot of weight, was aggressive, and also got arrested. Poor baby Dylan, he would never do anything. And then Dylan to his mom when he got arrested. I just don't see what I did wrong. And then also, she blames it all on Eric. So mind you, they killed almost the exact same amount of people. I don't even want to hear it. It'd be different if Dylan killed like one person and then spared the rest of the school. She kind of uses an excuse of, well, Dylan was depressed and probably psychotic, so it's okay. Do you not think Eric Harris was depressed? That's Hey guys, newsflash, somebody lashing out in anger constantly and always feeling frustrated and always being upset is a sign of depression. Also, acting like he was like the most egotistical narcissist to ever exist. Babes, that man hated himself and that's that. Meanwhile, Dylan literally was like, talking about some, I need a gun. So yeah, decent one if you want to read about Dylan. So the next one is called The Madman in the Woods. This is about the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski. Hot take, I don't think Ted Kaczynski was schizophrenic. I think he was schizoid. They just thought his ideas were weird, so they labeled him schizophrenic. When really, he actually was right about a lot of stuff. Thank God he's dead though, because he would lose his shit over AI. He'd go tell Timothy McVeigh about it in the next cell over. So yeah, this was written by his next door neighbor, not next door, but like neighbor. She kind of talks about, you know, how he interacted with her, because she was a kid at the time, or how he interacted with her parents. It's actually a really good book. I would recommend this one. It's probably one of my favorite books about Ted. This one is called Harvard and the Unabomber, The Education of an American Terrorist. I have not read this one yet. This was thrifted. I am excited to read this one, but here is the cover of it. Wait. Oh my God, why'd I just do that? The Industrial Society and Its Future, AKA the Unabomber Manifesto. This is what got him caught. Pretty good. I really like this book. This was written by the Unabomber's brother. Here is the book. It's called Every Last Tie. This is my favorite book about the Unabomber. I think it puts in a lot of perspective about him and how isolation as a child just gets worse as an adult. Newsflash, Ted never had friends and also had no social life. It's actually kind of sad. It puts into like perspective that being gifted doesn't equal being happy. So this one I have not read either, but I do want to read this. This is called The Unabomber on the Trial of America's Most Wanted Serial Killer. Ooh, guys, this has 8 pages of dramatic photos. What are they gonna show me? No, it's just a picture of him getting arrested. Oh, he's sitting in a chair. So I haven't read this one. I thrifted this, so here is the cover of it if you want to look at it. This one's pretty good. I read most of it. Like literally by most of it, I mean all of it. This is called Mad Genius, The Odyssey, Pursuit and Capture of the Unabomber Suspect. This is about Ted Kaczynski. Pretty good, decent. You know, it's like whatever. It's just about him. What the fuck? What's even like cramped back here? What? This must have come in like one of these books. This is a card from 1991. That was insane. I actually have never seen that. I don't know when that got back there. Let's take a sip. Okay, next book. This is called School Shooters by Peter Langman. I like Peter Langman stuff for the most part. This book is really good. I really like it. I would recommend this one. I have read a majority of it. Here's for your little Lanza fans. This is called Newtown, An American Tragedy. This is about Adam Lanza and the Sandy Hook shooting. This book is extremely good. I'm gonna tell you right now, I recommend this book. So Sandy Hook is the second most interesting case in my opinion, but this book I really like specifically because it talks about Nancy Lanza. And okay, that looked bad. I didn't mean that in the you-know-what way. It talks about Nancy Lanza, kind of puts into perspective a lot of things, and also gives her credit for trying to fucking help him because everyone claims that she never did shit. Yeah, she could have done more, but you're not his fucking parent. What would you have done? It talks a lot about Adam Lanza's mental state. It talks about, you know, the events that happened on that day. There's a lot of stuff in here that I did not know. This book is called Sandy Hook, An American Tragedy and the Battle for the Truth. So this is not necessarily about the shooting. This is about the hoax stuff, how it affected the families of the victims. Hey y'all, me from like days later, I just realized I don't think anyone knows what I'm talking about if you know nothing about Sandy Hook. So basically what I'm trying to say is if you don't know what the hoax rumors are, it's this whole entire conspiracy that Sandy Hook wasn't real and it was a government stunt and none of the kids are dead and Adam Lanza wasn't real, or he was like manipulated by the government or whatever, and the pictures of him are fake, and all the people who were at the scene were paid actors. It's obviously real, but people are stupid. If you don't care about the hoax stuff, if you don't care about the political stuff, if you don't give a fuck about Alex Jones, you will not like this book if you do not care about the hoax rumors, the weird Adam Lanza wasn't real. But I think this book is actually pretty good though. This next book, oh god, Elliot Rodger jump scare, holy shit. This book is called Mass Killers Inside the Minds of the Men Who Murders. I fucking love this book and I'm gonna tell you why. So here's the cover. Oh my god, hell no. So I really like this book because it disses Elliot Rodger. The man who wrote this literally has it out for that bad. He like hates Elliot Rodger. So this is called Inside the Mind of a Teen Killer. This is about Luke Woodham, and if you don't know who he is, it's probably because he's a pre-Columbine shooting, along with like some other random ones like Kip Kinkle and then Michael Carneal, Evan Ramsey, you know, West Side Middle School. They all were kind of in a cluster, which is why when people say that the shootings did not happen in the 90s and that was just not a thing, I don't believe them because it was actually like really prevalent. This book's pretty good. I don't see any other books about this guy. So this one I haven't read yet. It's new. This is called Talking with Psychopaths and Savages. This next book is called Why Kids Kill. This is a very good book. This is written by Dr. Peter Langman. He made one of my favorite websites ever, schoolshooters.info, which has a list of all these people and all these documents, and it's really cool. I would recommend checking it out. This book is insanely good. He separates killers out by categories. It is interesting though, because this is the book that really set the whole Dylan being schizotypal thing kind of out there, or schizotypal. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. I think he got that one spot on. This next one is called If I Don't Make It, I Love You, Survivors in the Aftermath of School Shootings. So this is written by a bunch of survivors who made it out of very infamous school shootings, and it is a very sad book. One of the people who helped write this book was the father of a Parkland victim. But this book is very, very, very good. I 100% recommend this one. I actually don't have any issues with this because it's not like one of those like they stop in the middle and be like, all right guys, they were all psychopaths, they were all crazy, they had no empathy for anyone. They were insane. So this book is called Oklahoma City, What the Investigation Missed and Why It Still Matters. So I'm halfway done with this. So far it's pretty good. I need to get back into Oklahoma City. That one was very interesting to me for a while, specifically Timothy. I kind of like lost interest in it and I really want to get back into it. But yes, I would recommend this book. Why does it smell like that in my house? This next book is called Spree Killers and Psychopaths, True Life Cases that Shocked the World. This one's just pretty good. It's just a bunch of different cases compiled. I recommend it. It's decent. Okay, what the hell is that smell?
It's the smell of garlic being cooked. You are makeup done. Oh. Hello, people.
Oh my god. That was my papa. Next book is called Killer Kids. This one's actually a very old one. I thrifted this 1998, so like a year before Columbine. This book is pretty good. I guess not all of them are shootings. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a pretty good book. I mean, it's kind of like one of those like, I don't know, but then when they try to make it more dramatic than it was. Eric Harris held up a gun sign in the photo and they're like, Eric with malicious intent held up the sign of a firearm he'd used to kill victims. What are we talking about? We're just making up shit. Yeah, I fucking love this book. Oh no, why am I kind of twinning with his hair? Oh hell no. Okay, this is called A Dark Night in Aurora. Inside James Holmes, I don't know why we're going inside of him. Get ready everyone who's a fan of him. In the Colorado mass shooting. So this book is amazing. I fucking love this book. It was written by a forensic psychologist who actually interviewed James and spoke to him multiple times and was on his trial. This guy diagnosed James Holmes with schizotypal personality disorder and they all disagreed for some reason, even though it's very obvious he's textbook schizotypal, especially because he's still alive, so you can diagnose him. A lot of them were like, no, he's schizophrenic. He was not schizophrenic. This is a very, very, very good book. I really like this book. I totally recommend this one. This next one is called A Sniper in the Tower, The Charles Whitman Murders. This is a very good book. This is about Charles Whitman, the Texas Tower shooter. He was a 60s shooting, and he also was one of the few to kill a family member. He killed his wife and mother. This is a really good book. I recommend this one. I think it's pretty good for the most part. This book is called 100 Most Infamous Criminals, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness. It's pretty good. I mean, it's just one of those books where it's like all these killers in it. So yeah, it's decent. The Unfinished Bombing in Oklahoma City. Obviously another one about Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols. This book is actually pretty good. I like it for the most part. Alright, this book is called Rampage and it is called The Social Roots of School Shootings. Now this was written very, very shortly after Columbine happened, but I have some issues with this book. Now some of the information I know is blatantly wrong, so that's probably why I have an issue with it. But some of it is pretty good and pretty good points. I think the actual point of the book was pretty decent, but you know, I can't get behind some of the very simple information that was incorrect, especially by Eric Dillon. This book is called A Serial Killer's Daughter. This is about Dennis Rader, and his daughter wrote it. If you know the nickname BTK, say that is who this book is about. I feel very bad for this girl. I recommend this one. This book fries me every time I look at it, and I'm gonna show you why. This is called Serial Killers and Mass Murderers, Profiles of the World's Most Barbaric Criminals. This is a good book. It's just a bunch of killers. But I wanna show you the pictures they used for Eric and Dylan. You are going to laugh. What's going on here? Is he okay? And then there's... Oh my god. How do you fuck up Dylan Klebold that bad? How do you manage to make him look uglier than he was? Female serial killers. History's most infamous cases and how they were solved. This is a pretty good one. It's a very short one. Pretty good book. I recommend it. Conviction. The untold story of putting Jodi Arias behind bars. So here's the cover of it. They did her so dirty. Why did they use that picture? So many like really good pictures of her and they chose that. This one is called The Bomb Doctor, a scientist story of bombers, beakers, and bloodhounds. Good book. I recommend this. This is very interesting. Please don't fall. It's called Slenderman, Online Obsession, Mental Illness, and the Violent Crimes of Two Midwestern Girls. This is about the Slenderman stabbing. I totally recommend this book. It also talks about the very much missed signs that they missed with Morgan Geyser. Okay. This one is The Stranger Beside Me, a definitive story of the Ted Bundy case. This is a very long book. I recommend this book. I'm not as into that case as a lot of other people. My therapist recommended that book. And this is called Murderabilia, a history of crime in 100 objects. This is very interesting. It's about objects involved in the crimes and talks about them. I think it's cool. If you don't like that stuff, then don't get it. This one is called The Autobiography of Jack the Ripper. Pretty decent. It's not like a factual thing. Oh, there's this book too, Unsolved Murders. Pretty good. I accidentally almost just pulled out my book called Stop Walking on Eggshells Around Your Borderline Friend. This is called The New Evil. One of my favorite fucking books. This is such a good goddamn book. This is about psychology of killers. This is what I almost pulled out. Stop Walking on Eggshells. I got this about my friend Craig, my little baby boo. He has BPD. Oh my god. No, we're not done yet. You guys have to see these. If you're a Columbiner, you're about to freak the fuck out. Look what I have. Haha, yeah, I have the magazine. Oh, you think that's it? I have another magazine. Okay, you think that was all? No. Another Time magazine. Yeah, guess you could say, kind of flexing on you. This is how you raise a Columbiner up. Hey, ladies, what's up? Yeah. Instead of money. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah, so that was my true crime book collection. Wait, I gotta do my little outro thing. Guys, next time you go to the shoe store, just be very careful so you don't run into Dylan Klebold. And since Dylan's there, Eric's probably gonna be there too, because he can't leave anywhere without his beloved boyfriend. Just watch out for them. Things might get kind of crazy. Trust me, coming from experience.